So people always ask me, they be like, hey, Eric, why you like gardening so much? What is it? And I go, hey man, it's the peace, the quiet, and the escape from technology. Damn it. Hey guys, I'm Eric Lee and you're watching 31 Accounting. Today, my goal is to finish tackling the garden bed, put potatoes in the ground. I know I was planning on doing them later, but I see no reason why not to do them now. So we're gonna do the potatoes today and finish the garden. Fingers crossed, hopefully we get this done today. So, I just got back from Dillard's and I got plenty of strawberries, other vegetables. They need to stay out here overnight so they kind of get to the right temperature to match the soil. I'm gonna lay all these out and then in the morning, I'm gonna put them in the ground. My dang dog. Okay, they're gonna be in the ground. So it's the next day. It's a little windy right now, but it's time for us to get these plants in the ground. As of yesterday, we had all them laid out, sitting here getting, used to the bed. It's time to get to work. So all I'm doing, if you have issues getting it out, because these are pretty much rooted in, just give it a little squeeze on the side, a little tap, and they should come right on out. So as you guys can see, we have got the first row done, and all the strawberries are now in the ground and ready to rock and roll. Behind me I have, if you can see that, my peppers and one tomato plant. Right now I think it's a cherry tomato plant. We're gonna get those in the ground, but we're doing exactly the same as we're doing the strawberries. And on this one, Key's gonna help me, so we're gonna knock this out and then we move on to the next stuff. All right, so we got Key putting these in the ground for us. These are all our peppers lined up, ready to be put in the ground. Baby getting that green thumb on.
These are pretty and sweet peppers.
Oh,
I don't know what they look like or what they taste like, but hopefully they'll be good.
So while she's doing that, we laid out these on the side and we're thinking about right there across here putting a slat of wood and then running a net that goes from there and across so the birds don't get to our strawberries like last year. And then we have tomato plants. We're thinking about putting a tomato plant there, and then one there. And they'll get plenty of light and they also get a little bit of shade during the day. And I think that's gonna be good. It'll get more than 8 hours, so this should be good. All right, so we're gonna let you guys see what it looks like when this is done. So the most crucial step that you have to remember is after you transplant your new vegetables and fruit into the ground, don't forget to water them. The deal about this is you don't want that air getting to your plants. Now I'm not gonna do a heavy water, just enough for the plants to get a little bit of taste and know that they home for now. So I'm planting my potatoes in this. This is a 20-gallon bucket. It's gonna be strong enough to hold the weight, and I will be able to move my potatoes around with this. But first we need to do is drill holes in the bottom to allow for drainage. You got these potatoes in here with no drainage, you're just wasting your money. I don't have the right size drill bit, so I'm gonna have to drill in more holes. But if you had one just a little bit bigger than this, you could probably only get away with only drilling like 5 holes. I'm gonna drill about 6 holes on the outside, whatever I feel like is enough drainage. I mean, there's really no wrong way of doing this.
How many holes do you think you've got in there?
I have quite a few. I think this should be for pretty decent drainage. I don't know, maybe about 12 to 16.
Awesome. Go.
All right, so for our potatoes, we're gonna mix 2 of organic garden soil by Nature's Care and 1 bag of compost cow manure. Hey man, this stuff, it seems to work. I've looked at a lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of people use this, and it's gonna get the job done. And if you're asking the question, does it smell like poop? It does not. I'm actually gonna probably add a little perlite to this as well for better drainage. Because knowing Nature's Care and seeing how this black coal looks, I don't think it's gonna drain very well. So I'm gonna add a little perlite to this. So I have my potatoes. I have my bucket that has the draining holes in them and labeled accordingly. The Yukon goes. I have the time stamped on there as well. So these have been drying overnight, and they're all dry here. The reason you got to give them a little time to dry over is so they you give them time to dry over so they don't go in the ground and rot, and then everything you've done is for nothing. So I have my mix that I just did, which is I put some perlite in here, but it's 2 parts organic soil for Nature's Care, and then I have that black cow manure. It doesn't smell like poop though. Just so y'all don't get worried, it does not smell like poop. I'm gonna mix. I've already mixed this together with a little bit of perlite because it looked pretty thick, and I need for proper drainage. I'm gonna put 6 inches in the ground right now of this dirt. And then we'll place our potatoes in with the eyes faced up.
Okay. Shut up.
All right, so that's about 6 inches, came about to here. I'll level this out. So another trick I knew when it was close to 6 inches, as you can see, these are rings on the inside. This first ring is about 6 inches. I already measured it, so I kind of cheated last night. All right, and then I'm gonna put my Yukon Golds in here. Like I said, eyes faced up. Put one there. I'll put one here. This one there. I end up with a little bit more slices than I thought, but just space them out accordingly. And hopefully that do the trick. Now I'm going to cover them up with about 8 inches, which should be about this rim right here. The second one, for y'all can't see it. So the reason why I covered it with another 8 inches of dirt is the biggest enemy of your potatoes being in the ground is sunlight. Sunlight will turn your potatoes green if they touch it. And for us, green is poisonous. You can't eat a green potato. You die. Or you get really sick and wish you were dead. So we're going to monitor this. The next step, they should start sprouting up. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover them again. But that's going to come in the future. As I look at my garden right now, I think I'm done for the day. Maybe I'll put some more tomatoes in later on, but that's a lot of work. I'm Eric Lee. You're watching 31 and Counting. We out.